Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for FET price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis, and starting here on the daily chart where we are looking of course here for 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and of course 5 waves down for a wave C, probably finished as a short in a running flat here, and we are of course looking for continuation towards the upside, but this is only in a bullish scenario. In a bearish scenario, you did not finish this wave C yet, and this is only the wave 1 of your wave C towards the downside, and you're still looking for 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to finish as this wave C, of course, over there. And yeah, this is exactly your bearish scenario. Now, to get, of course, much more insights for what are we closer to, bearish or bullish scenario. Now, in this conflict zone here, that is, of course, a conflict between a bearish and bullish. We can consider this as a perfect impulse towards the upside, but also it can be a perfect WXY with triple zigzag complex structure, of course, and it can be, of course, that it is a corrective waves after having a 5 waves toward the downside. So still the things not very clear in this zone, but here also we got another possible 5 waves down, which are looking very in one channel, perfect channel, almost like a contracting diagonal, where we are possibly looking here at a zigzag for a wave 1, zigzag for a wave 2, zigzag for a wave 3, zigzag for 4, and finally your wave 5. So it looks like perfect leading diagonal again for a 1 here, where of course it can also be here as finished as an yes, it can be an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 towards the downside as an A, then corrective, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, this cannot be impulsive. This is a problem because your wave 4 has interfered with your wave 1. And therefore, it turns it a little bit even like much more WXY here, where we are looking for corrective wave 2, probably in a bullish scenario again. Yeah. So the conflict in this area is a very unclear decision for FET. However, what comes in this part here is that we got definitely 3 waves toward the upside, and that is telling us that okay, we are corrective towards the upside. We did not took the high here, and that means of course it gives much more possibilities that we are moving towards the downside. Now what we are seeing here on the daily is not very clear yet. Of course we need to move to the 1-hour chart to read this much more clearer. Now on the 1-hour chart yesterday, if you remember, I just said that okay, in case that this move towards the upside is a corrective and we are looking for WXY, then therefore you need to see some impulsive or motive waves towards the downside. Motive waves means diagonal, impulse, double 1, 2s. Now, what we saw here, of course, is kind of like diagonal, right? Where you are looking to a zigzag for a wave 1, zigzag for 2, zigzag for 3, again 4, and a 5, big zigzag, of course, for your wave 5, finishing a contracting a diagonal. Now after that, you would like to see an A in the 3 wave, as we can see here, 3 waves up, 3 waves down for your wave B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, finishing your wave C somewhere here. Of course, is this, I think this is a high. Let me just check again here, which one is the high. Yes, this is a high. So here we go. Yeah, your wave C has finished so far here, so it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, where your wave 4 did not interfere with your wave 1. Here we go. If we bring this line here, it's a perfect impulse, right, for a wave C. So what we are looking at next now here is the answer. Here is now the answer. If we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, it doesn't look like an impulse. However, for a wave 1, I don't think so, because even if you are impulsive here, 1, 2, 3, 4, your wave 4 has interfered in your wave 1, and then we cannot really consider this impulsive. I'm still looking at this as a probably as a zigzag, maybe Yeah, like an A, a B, and a C probably. But yeah, the things are, if you remember yesterday, I said another scenario might appear here, and that is that we might be in a triangle. And this kind of has started to unfold a little bit, yeah, like A, B, C, D, and we're looking for a wave E. And I told you in that case scenario, if we are consolidating in a triangle and finishing a wave E towards the downside, therefore directly the trend will continue towards the upside. And in that case scenario, of course, so we need to watch this, guys, so be careful with it. In case we are in a triangle, we are looking then in the bigger picture here. Possibly we are looking for something else because mostly triangles appear in a wave 4, right, of an impulse. Now it's not necessarily, of course, it can be a W, X, and a Y also, which is corrective as well, because triangles can appear also in a Y. So, of course, I want to make sure that this is a triangle first before moving up. So I'm going to turn this off, guys. I'm going to start a new scenario here. And let's say this might be that A, B, C, sorry, the E. Here we go. A, B, C, D, and E. All right. Let's say we are a triangle here starting from the A, and here we go. Right? So if that is the case scenario, guys, if I look back into the daily and I take a look here, okay, what is the potential to have a wave 4 here as a triangle? Because as I said, mostly triangles appears in a wave 4 or in a wave Y, in WXY. Now in WXY, it could be very, very clear here, W, and then X, and then Y. And if you remember, I told you this could be a flat, like in an older videos, I told you that there is a scenario that this could be a WXY. And ABC for W, and then ABC for X, and then a triangle for a wave Y. And in that case scenario, if that is a wave Y, your wave E is moving towards the downside. Therefore, once you finish this triangle, you're gonna continue towards the upside. So that is now, for me, to be honest, a little bit much closer scenario and much more possible scenario. I know it came late because you cannot really know this after looking for a triangle. And that might be the case, guys. So I'm gonna label this as W, X, and a Y. I hope guys who are FET supporters this time are very happy with the videos because normally you're always sad about it when I was not so bullish with it. But I think I was right because I was seeing something consolidating here, right? Something unclear which price is gonna move up or down, and that because of a triangle, right? That is 100% triangle. And yeah, so finally we have some clarity here in this scenario, guys, where and even the triangle is hard here because yeah, you can get fooled with simply with 5 waves towards the downside. Now, of course, it can be corrective. I can call here like a W, X, and a Y. Yeah, again, inside this wave A, it can be, of course, a zigzag here, as you can see for W, and then a zigzag for X, and a zigzag for a Y. And yeah, so that makes it, of course, an A, a B, and a C, a D, and an E, of course. Now, be careful to mention, guys, if the wave E finishes very soon in the middle of this triangle, it can overshoot directly and very, very fast and strong. Now it can even break this triangle and then overshoot over it. That's why I never trust triangles, yeah, and that's why I'm always afraid of it and I say it is risky. Okay, guys, so this is the scenario now that it is much more convincing for me in FET. So possibly Alright, so we're gonna keep this scenario. Here we go, clear scenario, right? And bullish. Okay, so we're gonna keep this scenario, we're gonna watch it, of course. If we invalidate this, then of course we're gonna forget about it. Now, where is an invalidation? Invalidation point is your wave C. Okay, you would not like to see the price action of triangle. You would not like to see the price action taking this low, taking the wave C, because if it takes it, it invalidates a triangle and you cannot consider it a triangle anymore. Unless it's gonna be a bigger triangle, guys. And that means your wave C move here, your wave D move here, and then your wave E is gonna, it means much more sideways, no clarity, and no confirmation. So we're gonna walk with this step by step. Of course, be careful. That doesn't mean that, okay, you have to, no financial advice, but you don't have to buy directly now, because as I mentioned, if we invalidate this, definitely the triangle might be extending. All right, very simple. Therefore, that's why never trust a triangle, right? Never. And now I know it is beautiful to see the consolidation and knowing that something is gonna boom soon, but you don't know when it's gonna happen, yeah. And sometimes it gets invalidated, and yeah, and it moves down. We saw this in WIF last week, right? We were in a triangle, and I was very surprised to see the price action moving down. So be careful with it, guys. Let's watch and see. But this is a bullish scenario if that is what is going on. Of course, if this is a thing. Let's watch and see, and be careful from the 1.089. This is your invalidation point for FET. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your comments and likes. See you in the next one. Bye bye.